Hello everybody and welcome back to my channeling channel. My name is Faye Channing and I am a channeler, psychic medium and somatic practitioner, but I basically work in this realm and in unseen realms just to really understand what is going on energetically with people and our collective. And these messages have come from my guides to land how they land, to go to the people that need to maybe listen to it or hear it, just doing what I'm meant to be doing. So interesting times. There have been so many messages that have come through since the last video, and I've been really sitting with what is the theme? What is the theme at the moment? And what keeps really popping up is this word permission, and the permission to be self again. And I want to say again, and they're telling me to say again actually, because it's already happened. And a lot of us have had this ability to not have to have permission from past lives where we just think, create and do. And it's literally that flow of connection to self and what's needed, because sometimes you are the channel for that action. You are the channel for that energy to flow through you in order to be of service or to help the planet. And I really do believe we're all here to do that in some capacity and learn ourselves. So this flow is like, you think of something, you create it, you let it just land. And it's this flow and this energy and this lightness where we're not allowing things to get stuck anymore. It's not just coming to the mind and then the body's trying to action and it can't move forwards. It's just an instant act. And sometimes you might not even think about it. You're just doing it. And this is the energies that are coming back in now. Many of us will recognize this energy from previous past lives, especially if you have been connected to different galactic races and have lived in that way before. You would really, really recognize this instant manifestation or this instant action of what feels right. And it's really interesting because there's so much noise at the moment around aliens are coming through, and 2027 is a big year, and 2030, yes, many psychics are picking up on this as well. It is landed, which some of us are feeding into that, which is very, very on point and totally agree with. But there's this massive hype around galactic beings coming through, where many of us are already galactic beings. And as someone who's known that since the early 20s, I believe that what's happening is that we will be experiencing that. However, many of us will be waking up to our previous lifetimes as a galactic species in a different planet. And this is when it gets into genes and genetics and that part of your DNA that's going to come active, basically. It's going to come online. And I think that's the shift. And it's just funny because my guides have been really showing me, and even in myself and my human form as well, is that, how obsessed we get with these stories about everything, and how the mind will just create a story out of nothing. And we need this story to understand. We need a life of metaphors in order for us to process and to fit into it, and also how the ego creates attachment to things. And this huge noise around aliens are coming is just this other story that we're getting hyped about, or we're expecting this big thing to happen. And maybe it will, who knows? But so many of us have been living here in this energy already. We've already been delivering and sharing energetics from further afield to bring it on Earth. We've already reincarnated on Earth to do the mission on the plan that we were set out to do, because actually this is what we've come here to action from a planet that we were from. And I think we just got it slightly skewed. It's going off track, and many people are channeling galactic energies. Lots of people talking about light language now, or body work that obtains this energetic connection to these genetics, to this energy of galactic races. And when we start to feel that in our system, we start to feel those genes within us, if it's available, because not everyone will be connected to this. However, it's highly unlikely, in my opinion. we start to realize that how probably we've been living this way for quite some time, or it's been trying to come through. And I think there's this permission now to really allow ourselves to be in the flow of, when something feels right, just action it. When something feels good, just action it, just create it. Don't get attached to the story. And easier said than done, because obviously if we have trauma and that's held in the body, we are connecting to that pattern and that story for our reality. So this is where somatics will come in more. But we don't have to hold on to these stories or this identity of self in order to move forwards into the energies of understanding who we truly are and turning those genes, those genetics online. It's just really listening and feeling what's already available. And as we're coming into turning these genes online and the galactic parts of us and the alien species within us, the lightness will come through more and more. And this lightness and this frequency is what is going to be doing the work. That's the aim, is to create, more lightness and frequency on this planet, because it is so heavy at times, right? It's like, treading through mud sometimes with the collective and, all this control that's happening on the planet. So the more we come into this lightness, what I'm being shown is actually to maintain that is then working with the earth. And what I mean by that is I'm being shown a lot of minerals and actually going into the earth and coming down into the earth more and more and more into layer, because we always build upwards and we always source from the earth upwards. But actually there's something around going downwards now. And the reason for this, minerals is a big, big word that keeps popping up. And the reason why the minerals keeps popping up is because we're going to need this in order to obtain this light body. We're going to need natural sources. So it's interesting, isn't it, how all this artificial intelligence has come through in order to try and eliminate natural resources when our frequency is changing and the lighter body is coming in, and that lighter body needs these natural resources at its purest fuel form. So as we're coming to this light body, this intelligence of self is going to amplify, where we are going to start seeing synchronicities more and more and more to understand the makeup of how we are operating in this reality and how much things are connected. And that's really going to amplify your role here and how you are part of this synchronicity, this movement. So when you get those thoughts and feelings that drop in that feel really right in that moment, it's taking action in that moment. I don't think we need to sit around and wait anymore until it feels right, when it feels right in that moment, because everything is happening and dropping in here and now. And, people say, oh, it's funny, isn't it? Like how in some countries manifestation takes days or weeks or months to land. But it's because we're taking days and weeks and months to action what comes through for us. And it gets sent to us to be that channel. It's not that, you don't have to overthink it. No one's more special than the other person. Everyone is receiving this information in some unique way, connecting to stuff that's unique for them in order to bring that into the earth and to bring that in through. I think it's going to cause a lot of confusion. I think some people are going to be really confused because they're going to be very hesitant to step into this way of living. And this is where the earth is moving to. She's really not waiting around. She's not waiting around for people to diddle doddle and go, I'm going to hold on to this for days or months and not do anything with it. And it's really interesting because previously I probably would have said, wait till the right time is here. But that's really changed a lot since this new moon. There is no right time. It's when you receive it. So it's very quick, which really goes with this fire horse energy. This is the real ramping up stage of this year, the rest of the year. So we're not waiting. It's just go, go, because it has been sent to you, these ideas, these thoughts, these beautiful visions, in order for you to birth that into the world. And you don't need to ask permission to do that. You don't need to ask permission to bring that in, because it's been sent to you for a perfect reason. And that's all you need to know. You don't need to know if it's intuition, or am I making it up, or is it right? Is it wrong? What do I do with this? So, well, you've just been given it. Just go with it and trust it. Don't need permission. No one needs permission anymore. You don't need to ask permission to fully be yourself and be in service where you are receiving information and ideas to bring into the earth. You don't have to ask permission to bring it in. And another thing that was shown that I really need to bring here as we're going through this new change of our light bodies becoming more in line with this galactic connection, but also this this way of bringing in thoughts and feelings into the here and now, not waiting anymore. I was also shown how to create, and I've known this for some time, and something I have dibbled in and out of, never got too attached to anything. But it's really interesting. My guides took me to Elon Musk and the way that he creates in his mind. And I was shown that he goes into this unseen realm of infinite possibility and where this intelligence comes from. And this unseen realm is, something that we can tap into, and there's multiple dimensions. In this unseen realm is where I get a lot of my psychic information from. A lot of people call it trance state or meditation. You go into that altered state of consciousness. And I was showing this is where Elon Musk gets his information, and this is where he takes that information and he brings it down into the manifestation of Earth. But he's not actually thinking on Earth. He is up in the unseen realm, in the altered states of consciousness, to harness that information. And my guides took me there to show me this, to bring on this message today, because they wanted you to understand that you don't have to be this elite, superior, being to create. You just need to get into that altered state of consciousness with your higher self, going into unseen realms, and, also take care when you're there and make sure you protect yourself too. I have to say that. But going into unseen realms and going up to your higher self so you can get that information. That is like your AI. This is where all answers and possibilities can come from. It's infinite. So Elon is working in that space. But what they also told me is this is where AI comes from. It's in that same realm. It's operating in that same consciousness field. So it's quite technological, this space, but I almost want to, it seems like it, because obviously I'm talking about Elon Musk and AI, but I want to move past that, and I want to go a bit higher in that thought and share with you that there is a consciousness. It's just consciousness, and it's getting filtered down into different balloons of people, technology, action. And you can tap into this as well. So at the moment, if you're feeling stuck, or you're feeling like, I don't know what I need to be doing, it's quite a powerful year. I don't feel like I'm on my momentum of becoming into who I truly am, or I'm on the cusp, or just on this like tipping point of, feeling something is there for me, but I don't know what that is, then I would recommend sitting in meditation, trance, whatever happens to get you into that altered state. And what I mean by that is when you are not thinking, to then receive the information that you need, or you push the manifestation now into that space by asking a question. What is it that I need to be doing, or who am I beyond this identification I've been given, to then receive the information and the plan, let's just say, to take it with you. When I say take it with you, it will just happen naturally as a manifestation, because that's the energies that we're in. Because the body here is the recipient of the manifestation. You know, have you ever had an idea or ever needed to do something, and when you let go of the plan of how you're going to do it, you just end up doing it anyway? It'll just happen. You'll just move to do it one day and it's done. But most of the time we would have said, oh, I'm going to do that on Tuesday. Well, we're getting rid of that now because I'm working in this new paradigm of energy. What is invitation is to allow that to trickle down in action when it needs to. So it's a bit of surrendering to that as well. But what's really nice is that we don't have to grasp hold of anything and get fixated on the execution of us being in alignment to what we're here to do. Because many of us want to be in that because we know that's what this is all about. We know it's not about, you know, many other things. And it's okay to be in that as well. No right or wrong. But I know from speaking to people and feeling the energy, they want to really come in to help because they know things aren't right on the planet. And that's really okay. So there's a bit of advice of how to maybe come into that space a bit more. So that's everything today. So I'm going to leave that here. So just to recap, we have this beautiful calling to manifest, to go into unseen realms, to allow that to trickle down into earth. We also have the undergroundness of earth and how minerals need to help our light body. Also these galactic genes that are coming online, really coming online, that there doesn't need to be this big show to say that aliens are coming, but most of us already are. We already are aliens somewhere in our DNA. So make sure to like and subscribe to these videos if you enjoy these channeling updates. These channeling updates are really not for entertainment purposes. They come from a channel to really do this work. So I'm sending lots of love in this video, and I'm really hoping you can feel the change available that's going to come in, that's already happening. And you could probably feel it in your system as well. And isn't that wonderful? I'll see you next time. Take care, take it easy, and just keep listening to yourself. Bye for now.